Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be working on sort characters by frequency. And in this problem, it's a pretty easy one. You're given a string S and you want to sort it in decreasing order based on the frequency of its characters. The frequency of a character is the number of times it appears in the string. So you want to return the sorted string. If there's multiple answers, return any of them. And here I have this example. So essentially E appears twice, so E should come first, and then R and T appear once, so they can appear in any order. So just E has to appear first. Then second example, we have 3 C's and 3 A's, so either AAA, CCC is fine, or CCC, AA is fine, either one. Doesn't matter. And then for the last one, we have AABB, and A uppercase A and lowercase a should be different. So B appears twice, so that should be first. So it's BB, and the A's can be in any order. Yeah, this is 5 steps sensitive input, so you want like a linear time solution. So I don't know if you've seen a lot of any of my other videos, but essentially the main thing you want to be doing here really is to sort. The cheap way to sort things is not sort the entire string, but you want to be using a counter or some kind of like dictionary that gives you the count of each letter. So that's obvious that you need to do that. So let's say we have this like tree or whatever word we have. Well, we basically just make a dictionary with the letter count. So we'd say like E will have 2, R will have 1, T will have 1. Then we need to sort our keys by their value. So E needs to come first, and then the rest of these don't really matter. That's basically all you need to do. You need to make some kind of dictionary that has the letter and its count, and lower and uppercase letters are unique, and you need to sort the letters by their value decreasing. Then once you have that, you can just build out your string. So you could say like, okay, well, if E comes first, I need 2 E's, so EE. Then I need an R, so 1 R and 1 T and so on. So that part is pretty easy. That's basically all you need to do for this problem, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the code. So, and I'll also show you some useful Python stuff. So the way to get a frequency count of all the characters in a string is you can use a counter. So you can say counts equals counter S. And what this will give you is this will give you a dictionary with the key being the letter, and the value will be the frequency of the letter. And in LeetCode, it's auto-imported, but if you want to import it yourself, you can say from collections import counter. And it has a bunch of other like methods, but this is how you do it. In LeetCode, it's already auto-imported, so you don't need to do that. So now that we have that, this is going to give us a frequency map. So we can just, if we want to look at it, we can say like print counts, have some default return. And if we run this, so you should be able to see that here it is. Here's our counter. So we have an E, we have a T, we have an R. So that's how you build a frequency map. Now, basically what we have to do is we have to sort our keys by value. And you can make like some separate thing, but in Python, every dictionary has items. So items will basically give you key value pairs. So for something like tree, it will give you key value tuples. So it'll say like E with a count of 2, and so on, right? R with a count of 1 and so on. And then these aren't sorted. So we want to sort these by the value in decreasing order. Pretty easy way to do that. So you can just say like sorted characters equals, so we can say sorted, which will take a list and sort it. And now the list is going to be a list of tuples. So we can say counts.items. And we want to sort it by its second element in the tuple, right? So tuple is key and then value. So we can provide a custom sort operator here. So we can say key equals, give it a lambda, and then we can just say take an X value and sort it by the second thing in the X value. So the X value will be the actual tuple, and then this will be the X, or this will be the thing you're sorting by. So we're sorting by the value, but a normal sort is increasing order. So we can also provide a reverse equals true to make it in decreasing order. So that's how you sort. So essentially what this means is, okay, we're going to sort, we're going to have a custom key, take our item, get its second value, because we want to sort by the value, and we want to sort it in reverse order. Then finally, so we're going to have a list of sorted characters. Now we can just build out our string, and you can just use a basic join there. So you can just say return, join, and then we can make a list of the things we want to join. So essentially what we want to do is for every single key, we want to multiply it by how many times it appears and put that in a list. So if we had our tree example, it would be like the first key would be T with, the first key would be E with 2. Then we have like R with 1, and then T like this. So essentially what we want to do is we want to say, okay, for this E, it appears twice, so let's put in 2 E's. For this R, it appears once, so let's put in an R. for this t it appears ones, let's put this in, and then finally join this whole list up, and that will give us our answer. So we can do that. So we can say join character times its frequency, or yeah, that's fine. So character times its frequency for character frequency in sorted chars. So what this will do is we're iterating through sorted characters, and we're iterating through tuples, and every tuple is a key and a value, right? So you can also write it like this if you want to. So key, value, and the key is going to be the first thing in the tuple, so the second value is going to be second in the tuple. So in Python, you can multiply string by character, so you can say like s. So essentially, like if s appears 3 times, we can say s times 3, which will give us 3 s's. So essentially, we're saying for every single letter, multiply it by the number of times it appears, put in the list, and then join the list, and that'll give us your answer. And if you, so another cool thing in the counter, another way you can rewrite this, so this should work. Let's test it. Yeah. Or apparently we did something wrong. Oh, it's because we are not outputting it or something. Well, let's see. So it looks like we are not outputting it. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's print sorted characters. Just make sure that part is correct. So that part is correct. So return join key val. I think we need to make this a list. So I think it needs to be like this, probably, is our issue. Okay, so that works. And yeah, so that's one way to do it. Now the other way is, so there is a built-in counter method, and there's a bunch, but essentially there's a built-in counter method called most common. And what most common will do is it will give you your items in the order you want. So it will give you your items in decreasing order, right? It's most common. So the way we can rewrite it another way is we can just have a straight return. So we can join, and then we'll have a list here again. So we'll say item 0. So this will be a list of tuples. So it'll be list, and then this should be item 0, which will be the first thing in the tuple, times item 1. I don't think I actually need this inner thing. Yeah, I think it's like this. For item in counts.mostCommon. So most common will sort your keys in decreasing order, or you sort your items in decreasing order. So we should be able to run this too. And that does work as well. So you can look up counter methods. I think I don't really use counter methods too much, but just the actual counter constructor is quite useful. You can use it for arrays, you can use it for strings, whatever you want. And so this is like 2 lines in Python and probably like 15 lines in Java. So the upside of Python, I guess. But yeah, you could totally not use a counter, just manually go through these, get for every single letter, get a count, sort the letters by the count, and then just put the letters in an array and join it. You can do that too. You can make it like more verbose if you want to. But the basic idea is pretty straightforward. Just get the counts for every letter, and make sure that your letters are sorted in order of the count, and then for the count of each letter, multiply by that count to make sure it's the right amount. So this is going to be, let's think of the time and space. So most common is going to, under the hood, sort the letters. But the nice thing is, so let's say we had to sort the string in some way. So sorting a string that's 10 to the 5th is really long. But sorting, even if it's lowercase and uppercase, it's going to be like 52 times log 52 worst case, which is basically O of 1, right? Like this is going to cost us basically nothing. So time is going to be O of n, where n is the length of the string. This part is going to be O of n as well, but the actual sorting of the keys and the values and things is going to be O of 1 because you only have 26 letters or 52 letters. That's why working with a dictionary is pretty much free. So we can say space is O of 1 because this is basically O of 1, right? We only have 52 letters, even if our word is 1,000,000 characters. So that's why this is like really efficient. So yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, like I said, you can, if this is a little bit hard to understand, list comprehensions and things. I do think if you are using Python, it is good to practice these kinds of things like list comprehensions, dictionary comprehensions. I did get asked this on Python interviews, so just thought. But if you want to just write normal stuff, you can just obviously write the normal way. But yeah, that's going to be all for this one. Hopefully you liked it. And if you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.